Hi, I'm Steve Losner, candidate for Homestead Mayor in the upcoming election to be held on October 1st. As I travel throughout our community and talk to our friends and neighbors, many have asked me what I believe are the most pressing issues facing our community and why is it I choose to run for mayor this year. Well, I think we all mostly agree that the number one issue facing our community is traffic. And I believe that traffic and a whole host of other issues facing our community are due largely in part to overdevelopment. It would be my goal to slow down the pace of development and to encourage those who develop on a large scale to reconsider their plans and talk about having a wider diversity of housing rather than a preponderance of smaller homes, mostly multifamily units and townhomes. I believe that to be a well-rounded community, we must have a diversity of housing that can draw to our community from across the economic spectrum. Another issue that many are concerned with is crime. I've spoken with many who are long-timers in this community, some for 20 or 30 years, and others who are newcomers. And overwhelmingly, crime is on their minds. And unfortunately, many have said to me that in a year or two, 3 years from now, they are, quote, out of here. That is not the kind of community we need to have. We must build a community where people feel safe in their homes, where they're not cautious or concerned about walking across the grocery store parking lot. But in addition to that, we need to look at the reputation of our community. And one of the things that really spurred me to run was what I felt was a rapid decline of the appearance and reputation of our community across the board, and particularly in those neighborhoods west of US 1 in the original areas of Homestead. And we need to sit down and decide in the future, is this an issue of do we need to bring our code into modern times, or is it a failure of code enforcement, or both? There are many of our sister communities who don't have this reputation problem and who don't have the issue of blight and deterioration. And I would like, as your mayor, to be able to sit down and look at what works in those other communities and take a hard look at what we can do to better improve the reputation and appearance of our community. And I believe that we can do that. We can do more to retain good people in our community, draw more people to our community from across the spectrum, and more importantly, or as importantly, we can help build our home values. While most of the rest of South Florida has rebounded from the economic decline that began in 2008, our community has not kept pace with home values. I know that many of you have shared with me that your home in Cutler Bay or Palmetto Bay or Pinecrest can be worth as much as twice what it is here in Homestead. And I believe that in large measure, that is related to the appearance and reputation of our community. So I think we owe it to those of us who have invested in our community and have stayed here for the long haul to do what we can to create value and keep pace with the rest of our community. And in closing, I'd like to say that while others want to be the mayor, I want to serve you as your mayor so that we can work together to build a better homestead. Thank you.